Yo, 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 it's your boys Luap and Starmeister, and welcome to the first ever Meistrs tournament of the Pikachu Bros Posse Discord server. For those of you who don't know, we consistently host Pokemon Showdown tournaments on our server. The competitive formats are widespread. We host National Dex, Ubers, OU, Little Cup, Monotype, VGC, and much, much more. At the end of the year, the 8 top performing people in all our tournaments will enter the Meistrs 8.
Throughout the first year in the Pikachu Bros Posse tournaments, I've seen many people grow and hone their skills in competitive battling. There were multiple battles that literally came down to 1 HP, underdogs that clutched the win, and mind-blowing plays that we've never seen before. And if there's one thing that we can learn from this tournament, it's that anybody can win. So no matter your amount of experience in competitive battling, the Pikachu Bros Posse will help you in every way that we can.
The footage that you see on screen is from the Pikachu Bros Junior Cup tournament, which is a tournament we're holding simultaneously alongside the Meistrs 8 tournament, so that even the people who did not make it to the Meistrs 8 tournament can still have a chance to battle it out and enjoy competitive battling in December. Look, we even have the Elite Trainer Mark participating in this event, so that's even more reason to join our tourneys.
Starting 2023, we'll be hosting our next tournament. So join our Discord server right now, the link is in the description below. Who knows, you might just be the next Pikachu Bros Posse Monarch. And now, without further ado, it's finally time to introduce our Meistrs 8. Starting off in number 8, we have Ager. Ager joined the Posse tournaments in Season 2 and has consistently gained a great amount of points to enter the Meistrs 8. His favorite Pokemon is Scizor, and his favorite format is Gen 3 OU. His proudest moment was of course when he won his first ever tournament, that being Gen 3 Randoms. Ager thinks that Jolo is a person to beat in this tournament, and he is telling all of us to taste the enjoyment that is found in competition. Being the final person to enter the Meistrs 8, will Ager's refined skills and kind-heartedness be enough to defeat the other players of higher ranks?
Taking the 7th spot is G-Wop. G-Wop is an OG member of the server and has been participating in our tournaments since day 1. His favorite Pokemon is Drampa, an interesting choice, and his favorite Showdown format is National Dex AG. His proudest moment was when he got 3rd place in the Season 4 National Dex tournament, and he thinks that Milo is the most dangerous player in the Meistrs 8. This is his message for his opponents. All of you who have made it this far have worked so hard, and I'm excited to fight against my opponents with my best. G-Wop is an incredible player with interesting strategies and has placed 2nd in multiple tournaments. Will the Meistrs 8 finally be the time for him to grab hold of his golden trophy?
Coming in 6th place is our Season 4 winner, Trenton. Trenton is one of our beloved moderators, and he has competed in almost every single tournament in the server, the most out of anyone. His favorite Pokemon is Swampert, and his favorite formats are Gen 1 OU and National Dex OU. According to him, his proudest moment is growing up from the snot-nosed brat to becoming a helpful and kind player that appreciates battling with the friends that he made along the way. He believes that Milo and Jolo are the biggest players, and here's his message for the Meistrs 8. As a guy who has been helping, caring, and battling y'all for the past 13 months, I wanna say good luck to y'all. And that no matter a winner or a loser, I love y'all, and y'all should be always very proud of yourselves for making it to this point. Good luck everyone, and hopefully y'all can have fun. What a wholesome boy Trenton is, but watch out for him, he can be lethal.
Reigning 5th in the tournament is Som. Som joined us in Season 2 and has always been a top-performing versatile player. His favorite Pokemon is Annihilate, and his favorite format is Gen 8 OU. His proudest moment was when he performed far better than he expected in Gen 6 Doubles OU. Som is another one who thinks that Milo and Jolo are the biggest threats in the tournament. So here's what Som has to say. Congratulations to the top 8 players who made it through, and thanks to everyone who participated in the Pikachu Bros tourney. I'll be trying my best to win the Meistrs 8, and I hope that you do the same. Som has won 3 tournaments on the server, and everybody should keep an eye out for him because he does have more than what it takes to win the entire thing.
Moving on to the upper half of the bracket, we have our Season 3 winner, Milotic, at number 4. Milo joined our server in Season 3 and managed to gather enough points to make it all the way to the top 4. No wonder why he's branded by his competitors as a person to beat in this tournament. Milo's favorite Pokemon is, surprisingly, Gyarados. His favorite format is National Dex OU, and his proudest achievements are winning 1st place in 4 different tournaments and being the champion of Season 3 and of Season tournament. Milo believes that he is the person to beat. I love the confidence. And his message to everyone is, you will try. And we will, Milo. But having dominated seasons 3 and 4, will Milo be able to live up to his big reputation and become the first to ever monarch of the Pichu Bros Posse Showdown tournaments?
From one big player to another, our Season 2 winner Jolo is currently ranked 3rd in the Meistrs 8. His debut in the Posse tournaments was during Season 2, and his favorite Pokemon is Conkeldurr. Gen 8 RU is his favorite format, and his proudest achievement was winning the Little Cup, a tier he didn't have any experience in. Jolo thinks that Milo is his biggest obstacle, and his message to everyone is, have fun everybody. Jolo is the player who took our battle tournaments to a whole nother level upon his debut. He's a game changer, a competitive legend in the server, and I can't wait to see what kind of tricks he has up his sleeve.
Number 2 in the Meistrs 8 is none other than the very founder of this server and this tournament, the first half of the Pichu Bros, Luap. By now, you should know that Luap's favorite Pokemon are Grookey and Pichu, with Gen 8 VGC and LC as his favorite formats. His proudest moment was a time when he won Gen 8 VGC by 2-0ing everyone. And he thinks Jolo is the toughest person to beat in this tournament. Here are Luap's words of encouragement. Let's do our best to put in an entertaining performance. Luap is a formidable player who always thinks multiple steps ahead and is very adaptable to whatever situation he's in. Let's see how the king of the server will fare against the rest of the competitive monsters in Meistrs 8.
And finally, we have the person who gathered the greatest number of points throughout all the battle tournaments, the other half of the Pichu Bros, the Season 1 winner, Star Meister. If it's not too obvious, his favorite Pokemon are Starmie and Totodile, with Gen 7 Little Cup being his favorite format. Dominating Season 1 is his proudest achievement, and he thinks that Milo is the person that he needs to watch out for the most in this tournament. Star concludes with a statement. May this tournament be one that the Pichu Bros posse can be proud of. Let's give it our best shot. As rank 1 of the Meistrs 8 and being the first person to win a major tournament, will Star Meister clinch his story by winning the biggest tournament of the server?
What a wonderful set of people we have here. In just a minute, we're about to see the Meistrs 8 battling it out for the title of the Pichu Bros Posse Monarch. For now, let's all give our undivided attention to our TV screens as the randomizer creates the matchups for the quarterfinals of the Meistrs 8 tournament.
The first matchup is gonna be Milotic versus Starmeister.
Battling second in the tournament, it's Luap versus Ager.
For the third matchup, it's Trinton versus Sam.
Which means the fourth and final match in the quarterfinals is G-Wop versus Jolo. So those will be the matchups in the first round of the Meistrs 8 tournament. The format of the quarterfinals will be Generation 8 Lil Cup. In this format, players can only use basic stage Pokemon, and every Pokemon is set to level 5. In addition, each player is allowed to ban one Pokemon from their battle. All matches will be played with a best of 3 scoring format, which means the first player to win 2 battles wins the match.
So with all that out of the way, let's begin the battle rounds of the Pichu Bros Posse Meistrs 8 tournament.
It's champion time.
And welcome to the first match of the Meistrs 8 tournament. We have Starmeister versus Milo. And let me ask you, which Pokemon were banned from both sides?
So I banned Cantonian Vulpix because personally, I don't like facing Sun teams. And then Milo banned Diglett because it's a common sweeper and trapper in LC tournaments. Okay, so I plan my team trying to cover as many Pokemon as I can. As many Pokemon that I think Milo will be having. Like I specifically had Grookey and Tyrant as my win conditions because they're like my main sweepers. And then the rest are support. And then it's funny because coming into this game, there were 2 Pokemon that I hoped Milo wouldn't carry. And those were Ponyta and Timber. And yeah, he had both Ponyta and Timber. And that's why I brought Frillish over, let's say, Staryu, because I know that Frillish can survive like Wild Charge. And it can also kill Ponyta.
Nothing on your team really stands out to me personally. That'd be weak to Ponyta, really. You don't have any fire sweepers, but I do have to just say off the top of my head, I mean, I like your team has a really good mix of offensive and defensive, I'd say. And his team is way more offensive, it seems. So just giving my initial, predictions, I guess you could say, is I think Like your team is gonna fare very well because you have Coughing and Frillish to just stop all his sweeping stuff. But yeah, that's just my initial assessment of both teams.
Like looking at his team too, it's quite hard for him to switch into my attacks because most of his team is frail, like except Timber, right?
Correct. Yeah. No, that's what I'm thinking. Like if you can set up with Tyrant, then I can see you sweeping with that, or even Grookey can just sweep late game because nothing's gonna want to take any hits.
Correct.
Now that I think about it, though, Ponyta probably has Flame Body and not Flash Fire, like I was thinking earlier. So like disregard my earlier comment. But yeah, we should just start into the battle, and then maybe at the end of the battle, if you want to tell me anything that you wish you had done or what happens, then we can talk about that after the battle. For now, we could just get the battle started.
Let's start.
Let's start. Meister this tournament. Okay, let's do it.
I said
me and Fuecoco
versus Dwebble.
Nice. We're gonna talk over each other a lot in this, to be honest.
I did a fake out in case like they have Focus Ash or something.
Well, he has 30, right? You're also checking for 30 by the way.
Yeah, I meant 30. Sorry.
You got the Grookey with not the grass seeds, so.
Not the grass seeds. So
and you didn't go for grassy surge because he outsped you.
Yeah.
Light,
I went for knockoff because I thought that he was gonna switch, but he didn't, so he outplayed me there.
Nice play.
This time he knew that I was gonna grab
Flame Body proc?
None.
No Flame Body. Lucky. Good start. Lucky start for you there. I would get freaking burned for sure. Flame Charge. Yeah, man. Ponyta can get scary here.
Yeah.
Because you're going to go for the fake out, and then you're not going to get burned again.
He switched, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's a weird switch.
Tyrant. I was trying to...
Because even if you go for fake out there... Because even if you go for fake out there, like... You would just risk getting... burned or whatever.
Oh, here I was scared if he's gonna bulk up or not. I thought he was gonna bulk up, that's why I went for Psychic Fangs. Yeah.
Nice.
Psychic, I just sacked it.
There, but you got the two attack lead, and Pontier just...
Yeah.
Submission.
Because...
Just for that, probably.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dazzling Beam.
Nice Dazzling Beam.
Nice. I knew that he was gonna switch to Corvana there.
Man, I think you're in a good spot here, though. You still got two defensive Pokemon versus his team.
Yeah.
Nice. Ponyta, no burn. Oh, you got the burn this time, finally.
He got the berry juice.
Back to full health, though. Flame Charge. Let's see. You're gonna U-turn out here. Knockoff.
I was...
Here with the berry juice.
Yeah. I thought he still had the item. That was an error by me. Flame Charge.
I mean, Coughing eats this guy up. High horsepower. Not enough to kill. Sludge Bomb. No poison. No poison there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Grookey can Grookey kill it from here? Or you're just gonna fake out and then
do something.
Nice.
But he's gonna Flare Blitz, yeah.
Flare Blitz there? Is that the only way he kills there? Because the Grassy Surge just kills him now. It's a close battle, man. This is a really good battle. Burn.
But I got the burn. Let's see.
You could still win, though. You could still win, maybe. He sends his own Grookey and he does that one. Acrobatics.
And I did a U-turn, which didn't do much.
Yeah, tough here. That was a strong sword stance right there.
Slide. And then...
That was a strong sword stance.
Coming for the acrobatics right here.
Yep. Burn plus Drain Punch. Hopefully for the quadruple crit there.
Yeah.
on the singular Drain Punch.
True. Does crit bypass burn or no?
Burn? Ooh, that's a good question. I have no idea on that one. Probably not though. But damn, that was a pretty good first battle though, man. I thought you had it there. Actually, I thought you were gonna win there, like at that midway point. Maybe that knockoff kind of hurt.
That knockoff.
I don't think that's the only reason.
But I think the main reason I lost is it was Frillish against Ponyta, but I switched to Mienfoo. Like I just did the calculations like recently, and then Wild Charge doesn't kill, which I should know by that time, and then Scald kills it, like just there. So with that, then I will win. I would still have Coughing, Mienfoo, Frillish, and Grookey against.
Did you think about that while you were playing, or you thought about this after the set?
I thought about that after the set. I like when Ponyta was there against my Frillish, I got too scared for my Frillish, so I switched it out. Even if even if that's Frillish doesn't fare well against Grook and Abra, so I don't know why I tried to save Frillish there. That was definitely my worst play.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good battle. You had a really good prediction with the Dazzling Gleam and stuff. I thought it was it was a pretty even battle until the end there. The Grookey just swept after the Swords Dance thing. But that was a good first battle. Let's just jump into battle number 2.
And Milo played so well too. Like, I barely see any flaws with this game.
Yep. I mean, I think at one point he went back into Dwebble or something.
Switched out his Ponyta. Yeah.
Maybe he probably has a reason for it though. We just don't know it. But that's the only play that struck me. I kind of raised my eyebrow, but maybe he was thinking of something that I didn't see. So, I mean, I'm on it, and since it's Milo, I give him the benefit of the doubt. He probably did see something that I didn't see. Let's be clear.
I think so too.
But, but yeah, just from the outside perspective, that's just what I'm saying. But yeah, let's go ahead and just switch to battle number 2.
Okay, let's go to battle number 2. So now Milo is ahead 1-0 against me. So I hope and pray that I can settle the score and make it 1-1. But let's see what happens.
This battle taking place, of course, in Johto, so he has the home court advantage. Let's see if he can learn from his mistakes from game 1 and bounce back, or is he going to go down 2-0 in the first battle of the tournament? Let's just go ahead and start it, and then we'll do that post-game commentary again.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, let's see. New leads.
He's got the advantage.
Ooh, that's a good... Oh, but you're going for that Will-O-Wisp. No, you went for the Scald.
I went for the Scald because I thought that... Wait, I'll tell that later. I went for the Mienfoo.
Nice.
For the
Crunch, nice. That eats that up. That's Life Orb boosted too.
And he protects.
He's switching.
For the fake
oh no,
out.
he just protects the fake out and then goes for flip turn, I'm guessing.
I thought so
Shrunk
too
ways.
until he revealed Psychic Fangs. Yeah.
Off to a bad start here.
Bad
Carvana
start,
getting
bad
a million boosts. Does he
But
want
in a
does he
grassy
kill?
slide, he went for double. Yeah. I
Yep.
probably should have knocked off there.
I agree. I mean, you did that last
in
time.
case it was Ponyta, for example.
Yeah, but if he doesn't switch there, then you just get swept.
That's a
Though,
good
to be fair,
knockoff against my
very
Frillish.
strong knockoff.
Mhm.
And he's got the speed on you, so he just goes for that again.
But
Or
I'm
he
just gonna
thinks you're gonna
Scald him.
stay.
It was
Wow.
worth sacking for him too.
Well, actually, I don't know if knockoff kills anymore because it doesn't have the boost from
Yeah.
you holding an item.
It doesn't
Now that I think
anymore.
about it, submission. Well, now he has submission, so do you still do that?
Let's see.
I mean, you probably still do because you're plus
That's
to
why
attack now.
I
You're not
sucker
switching that.
punch. But he knew that, so he went for a substitute.
Oh my god!
Amazing, right?
And now you're going for full list for that, but I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wow, that is
He's gonna
insane.
outspeed the Shadow Ball.
That is that's like
Amazing,
wow.
right?
I'm just tipping my fedora right now. Wow, that's great. Sheesh.
Now my hope is for Rock Blast to kill this thing. 1, 2, and yeah, 2 times.
No. I mean, at least he can't finish you off with that grassy slide and the burn too. Just add insult to injury. No, at least he didn't get burned.
No.
But, I mean,
But
what
he's
do
gonna
you do?
get his berry juice. I should
Yeah.
have knocked off there too.
Oh, that's true.
Flare Blitz burn.
And the burn there.
Doesn't really matter for.
There's no way you win this, right? Like if you do, I'm insane because upon your
Groot can
damage.
still sweep though.
No, he can't.
Both Pokemon are weak to Ponyta, bro.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even say anything. I would have lost to that Abra too. That was insane.
That was
wow.
insane, bro. Let me first think what happened because I got something to tell earlier, which I forgot.
But
So,
yeah, man, wow. I didn't think you were gonna get 2-0, honestly, and much less in this fashion. Sheesh.
Me too, and in this format too, because I was kind of confident with this format for me because I tried playing with Manohar and tried playing with Trenton, like practice with them, and I performed pretty well. And so I was like pretty confident facing Milo in this format. And then yeah, first game clearly I was on the winning end, but I choked at near the end. So yeah, and then game 2 he just swept me, bro. Like first let me say that first turn it was Frillish versus who's that? Frillish versus Carvana.
This was Carvana.
Frillish versus Carvana, right? So
Mhm.
I knew that he thinks that I'm gonna switch, so I didn't switch. I went for Scald, but I thought he was gonna flip turn, which was
Right.
wrong. Yeah, something like that. And
Yeah,
then
Water Absorb or Curse Body, by the way.
it was Cursed Body. Sad. And
Makes
then,
more sense though.
And then yeah, I didn't expect the Psychic Fangs. That
Fair
too.
enough.
And it's sad
Right.
that
The Abra play though.
the Abra play was
the Abra just slipped
amazing.
after team. Yeah, like after he did that, and it's like, ugh, you just stop in your tracks and like,
Yeah.
well played. I never. Not only have I never seen an Abra carry submission, I have not seen an Abra carry substitute. If I'm being honest, almost everybody carries Focus Sash with counter.
Yeah, so in the first game, I was confident with going with Poniard because I've seen people have Abra carrying substitute and Focus Punch, but not submission. So when he showed that submission, I was pretty confident that he did not have substitute anymore because, yeah. So yeah, it messed.
It was well played, man. I'm not gonna say you played well. I think you made not many mistakes. But Milo, I mean, he just got that Abra on you. Like, you can't do anything on that. Like, anybody would lose in that situation, getting caught off guard. But yeah, that was a good game one. The underdog takes the victory. But granted, he was an underdog in point, but not in reality. Let's just say that. Yeah, let's just say that. He's not really the underdog, just in terms of the tournament because he came late. But regardless, it was a good first match. I think you guys both played well. He pulled up the sneaky on you. And yeah.
I would say I think Abra was the MVP of these two battles.
Yeah, clearly.
Right. Like Ponyta is good too, but I think Abra was a game changer.
I agree. Okay. All right, that's game one. Let's move on to game number two.
Let's go. So now we're in the second battle of the quarterfinals of the Pichu Bros Masters 8 tournament. And the second battle is gonna be between Luap versus Ager. So what are your thoughts, bro, on these two teams?
So before that, our bans, I did ban Staryu, and he actually banned Grookey. That's why you see neither on both sides. And I only banned Staryu specifically for the memes if I had to battle Starmeister in the first round, but I didn't. And the only person who banned Grookey is the person that I got matched against. And Grookey is actually, of course, my favorite Pokemon, but also when I used to play Little Cup a lot on ladder a few months ago, Grookey was like the MVP of my team. And like you saw in game one in the first round versus Starmeister, Grookey won basically game one of the first match. So he's a very strong Pokemon in this format, and I'm super bad that he banned it. And the fact that the only person who banned it, I had to play against in the first game. But anyways, my team is something that I just put together on basically what I was using a lot for my laddering days, minus of course Grookey, who I replaced the Shell Smashing Shelter. Jesus, say that 3 times fast. Shuz. And I just completely experimental. I literally never tried it before, which was in hindsight not a very good idea to be bringing it to such a big tournament. But I just felt that it would be good. But looking at game one, also I completely forgot that Dwebble is a Shell Smashing user in Little Cup. I don't know why this guy was the first guy that came into my mind. And then I also never actually play Mienfoo. I usually play with a Timber, but I just decided to try Mienfoo out here because it's more popular. So I figured it must be better, but I usually use Timber instead. But the other 4 Pokemon are all Pokemon that I'm very familiar with.
It's funny because you said like how Ager banned Grookey because I was speaking to him to ask which Pokemon he wants to ban, and he said Grookey, and I said like, oh no, I hope and pray that you're not gonna be matched with Luap, and then here you are, matched with Luap, yeah. And then
What are your thoughts looking at both teams?
Looking at both teams, the first thing that came to mind is, oh no, like for Ager, oh no, because he's facing against a Sun team, and then he has Pokemon like Magnemite, Fungus, and Poniard, who are weak to fire types, basically. But at least he has Archon, who I think has the potential to sweep, right? So I think that's...
I mean, he's super effective against like half my team,
like
literally.
Everyone except for Mudbray and Mudbray only, right?
Only Mudbray.
Right?
Yep.
And then, yeah, I think the thing that Ager needs to do is to preserve Arkin as much as possible and wait for the right time for him to sweep you. So yeah, looking at your team, I love your team. This is the type of team that I'm personally scared of because I'm not very good at dealing with Sun teams, like I said earlier. So yeah, it's interesting to see how you're gonna efficiently set up the Sun and sweep Ager through. We'll see. And you have Shell Smash, so that's another option that you can do in case the Sun is not as good as it should be. Yeah.
Correct. And to be honest, I completely forgot anything that happens in these matches. So it's gonna be fun to see them again and be reminded. But let's not waste any more time and let's get started with the battle. Don't forget to turn off the music.
Okay. Turn off the music. Arcan, good.
Arcan lead, good lead. Of course, me comes out first. You gotta chip in as much damage for defeatist.
That's good. Yeah, that's your best play there. Dueling beat. Ooh. Ager needs to switch, probably. Yeah.
Stealth Rocks? No, I didn't go for Stealth Rocks. Because the thing is, if he stays, I just kill him with...
That's good.
Yeah, that's good for him, yeah.
Yeah,
but I was going for the the heavy slam on the Archon just in case.
Ooh,
look at that!
Amazing.
Yep.
Okay. Bringing the Sun.
That was a good haze.
Okay. He's probably gonna switch.
He can't really.
Now. Oh,
he can't really eat that, so yeah, he didn't switch, which surprised me.
Good.
So here I misplayed though because I initially thought that I had Eviolite. I thought I had Eviolite on Vulpix, and Eviolite on Vulpix definitely eats that up.
Okay. What did you have?
I have heavy duty boots.
Okay.
Which is terrible in hindsight. But yeah, here he killed my form, so that really, yeah, like he really ate me up with that misplay on my part with the Eviolite, and then after that I sucked and I threw in the Mienfoo when I should have just put in Charmander right away.
Correct.
So yeah, not strong, not very good plays by me.
At least now coughing is gone. But your attack is like back to normal.
0. Yeah, literally. It's just going back to normal. At the cost of my defense and special defense.
Yeah. Ooh.
Feels bad.
Damn. Yeah.
It wouldn't have even killed even with the attack boost, I think.
Oh, and then the burn.
Okay. Boom. Dead.
Perfect.
He's got the lead now, but I still got 2 strong Pokemon.
Yeah.
Flare Blitz pretty much eats everything up.
But Arcan is there. Oh, it outspeeds.
But he has berry juice.
Like the Ponyta.
Yep.
And Rex like it, yeah.
For the 4 times super effective, Charmander, do your best. Hail Mary. Please miss the Stone Edge.
Burn.
I get the burn, but he doesn't. He goes for Earthquake anyways.
Too late.
Look how much that does with burn, bro.
Yeah.
All that with burn. And this is with defeatist and burn.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Jeez,
okay, that
bro.
was a good. I think that was a good game 1.
No, my misplay. I threw really hard by sacking the Vulpix, thinking the Violite, but then after that, it was kind of like where I let that eat me up too, and then I don't know, I just panic, went into Mienfoo when I could have just gone into Charmander and saved Mienfoo, which would have been huge.
There was a section.
No, yeah, that's just what I was gonna say.
I was saying like there was a section in the mid game where he was just like sweeping you. You were like throwing Pokemon there just to
exactly. So he got a really good game 1 lead. Granted, I misplayed super hard, but I mean, that's how it is, right?
He did a good job too at preserving Arcan, like I said.
Arcan was his win condition. He did a good job of noticing that early on and keeping onto it. Him also carrying Haze on coughing really hurt.
Plus
that was
the Will-O-Wisp.
Plus the Will-O-Wisp not missing, of course. Yeah, and then also I should have definitely gone for Stealth Rocks in the beginning.
With Mudbrave.
With the Mudbrave, because like there's no way he kills me. I was at 70% plus 2 defense.
Correct.
And then unless he crits something, it should be fine. But the thing is, I knew that Arcan was a problem from the beginning too, though, so I tried swatting him out as fast as possible because Heavy Slam definitely KOs. So that's the thing is like, I either do chip damage to something or I set up rocks, and rocks are not even particularly strong versus this team. He has nothing except Arcan that would take much damage from it. So yeah, that was my Heavy Slam. Maybe Heavy Slam was just a better play in general, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because if he does stay with Arcan, it kills it.
I think my predictions for a game 2 is that you're gonna use Stealth Rocks there because that's like the only way for him to not be able to free switch his Arcan. That's my predictions. You're gonna do the best that you can do to set up Stealth Rock. What does Arcan have? A berry juice. Does
Yeah, then hopefully game 2 I remember to keep my son a little bit better now that I remember that it doesn't have heavy Olight or whatever.
yeah.
I won't be so easy to give it up, I think.
Correct.
But yeah, let's go to game
Does
2 and see if our predictions
Igor
are
have
correct.
someone who can rapid spin or like remove?
He
the
does not.
rocks? Yeah, does not.
Unless he has defog on Arkin.
Okay.
But I don't think he would because the rest of his team doesn't care about Stealth Rocks at all.
So let's start game 2. Mudbray.
So I
versus
do
Mudbray.
Mudbray again, but he goes with Mienfoo this
Fake
time.
out.
So I switch straight up to Larvesta for the Flame Body proc, but he goes Knockoff, which was huge. I mean, granted, it doesn't make sense to
Turn.
probably go for Fake Out
Fake
there
out, I agree.
just to boost my defense, but I didn't get the Flame Body luck like you guys did,
Weather.
and the Caffeine just doesn't get it done. But it is a 2-hit KO.
Now you kill with Weather Ball, right? Yeah. Not
He has nothing that wants to eat a Weather Ball though.
True.
But yeah, you see, this time he goes there, and I'm not gonna let Mudbray die so easily this time.
Now you can Stealth Rock. Ooh. Oh, he goes. Nice.
Yeah, I still went for Stealth Rock there, and now he.
He does. He
Oh,
Spore.
he
I thought he was
spores.
gonna like Giga Drain or something.
Maybe he was predicting a switch.
A switch.
That's why.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, I was hoping that he would predict that and he would put my Mudbray to sleep. Because I don't really care about him at this point. He already set up Stealth Rocks. He did his job.
Yeah.
He didn't. I don't know why he sacked Fungus there, but I guess he didn't. He thought everything else was
Didn't
better.
want
I
anything
guess.
else to sack.
So I got the 2 Pokemon lead right here.
Let's see if he can keep it
Knockoff,
up.
of course, doesn't proc the Flame Body.
Yeah.
And three hits. It hasn't proc the Flame Body, by the way. And
Correct. And he still has Arkin. High jump.
Yeah, I misclicked and pressed the Charmander, by the way.
Oh, dang. Okay.
And he's not missing high jump kicks. I'm getting no burns here.
That's
It's being tough.
Mienfoo sweet.
Mienfoo smacking me up here.
Charmander Weather Ball. Oh, that did a lot. Is it Choice Specs? Oh, Solar Power. It's
Solar
Scarf,
Power.
right?
So here, look, I got the spec. I got the scarfed fucking Charmander. He comes in with the Endure Magnemite, bro.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
What does it do?
It procs his Berry Juice. And then he gets to use 30 again. So technically he has like
Okay.
3 lives. Like, I was not expecting that at all.
That is smart.
But I should have switched out there and gone into Mudbray, to be honest, because there was no reason for me to keep him in knowing he was going to do these tricks, you know? But yeah, the Endure caught me off guard there.
But now,
And now it's 2-on-2. And I should have switched it to Mudbray there. Oh, he's asleep, that's why. He's still sleeping.
No.
Heavy. Yep. I misclicked on the Charmander. Really
He
hurts
has
though,
Heat
man.
Wave too. Nice.
So the misplay on the Charmander sucked because, Shelder got double high jump kick to death, right? And literally, had I just switched him in the first time, I could have Shell Smash that first turn, and that wouldn't have happened. Literally because of a misclick, which sucks really bad in this stage of a tournament. But that's on me. I could have also played better again, switching in with Mudbray on the Magnemite. But fuck, let me tell you, it hurts to
It
say.
does hurt. Because
To lose.
It's a misclick. It's not only a misplay, it's a misclick. It's worse than a misplay. But
Like literally, as soon as the Charmander came out versus this battle, and I was already down 1-0, my heart just sank, knowing that I'm gonna lose 2-0 just to a misclick.
and you had the
in
lead
such a-
too. Like
Yeah, no, I just blew it. Straight up,
6-4.
I blew it. I Pokemon Blue version that right
I was
there, man.
thinking,
Like,
couldn't
Jesus, I
you
blew
have
it.
just sacrificed Charmander there and wait for a free switch to not free, like free send in to Shelter?
Maybe. I mean, that's probably another misplay. You know what I mean? Like, literally, as soon as that misclick happened, my heart dropped
You
and I
just
went
didn't
full
know what
panic
to do.
mode. Yeah, I went full panic mode. And I mean, at least you know it's not rigged because both me and Starmeister got 2-0'd
Correct.
to start the tournament, right?
Yeah.
We didn't rig it at all.
I was gonna say that you should win this battle so that you can avenge Milo for me. You can avenge me against Milo, but you didn't. But it's fine because Ager. I'm also rooting for Ager in this tournament. Bias.
I mean, you know, Edgar's got the underdog story of he barely qualified it. Literally in the last tournament, like the last battle of the last tournament, barely qualified for this tournament, and he's in here making the top 4. So congratulations to you, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Again,
He
I did
played
lose.
well.
Yeah,
So
he played well. Like I misclicked, but you know, if I was in a better position, I would have won regardless of the misclick. And I just panicked, and yeah, I mean, I deserve to lose, and there's nothing else to say. It was really hard to keep this a secret from you
Sadly, I agree.
for a week.
It was so hard determining what the result of your game is because you're so neutral in everything that you tell me.
Yeah, like give some context for anybody who's actually listening at this point. Since when me and Sarah were talking like throughout the week, from the very beginning, basically I deduced that he either won or lost 2-0. But he wouldn't admit it, obviously. He kept it a good secret. I mean, that was just that's what my prediction was, basically, just on his tone of voice and how he is. And I guess he didn't have a clue. He thought that I was winning, I think. I think he thought that I was winning.
I thought that you were winning. I thought it was like 2-1 win, so which is like the most incorrect that I can get.
Because Little Cup is something that I'm familiar with, but again, like I said it before when the match started, Grookey is basically my win condition.
Correct.
And and then Ager just played very well, so I'm not gonna knock anything that he did all. He played better than me. He deserved to win. I didn't manage the Sun very well. I thought I'm not gonna even make any more excuses. I just didn't play. I didn't play the Sun well, and he played very well and took advantage of my misclick, and he deserves it. Good everyone likes a good underdog story. Correct. I know I'm rooting for Ager going forward because if I lose, I want to lose to the champion.
That's true. I'm rooting for both Milo and Ager.
I mean, that's a fair. Your next will be good.
So like the thing with Ager too is that I love his choice of movesets because they're not predictable. Like the Haze on the Weezing and an Endure with the Magnemite. Those are something that you don't often see in LC. And
I think Haze on Coughing is not super uncommon though.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fair. Usually I see like Will-O-Wisp and then
Pain Split, Sludge Bomb, Fire Blast,
and Thunderbolt.
Basically, Thunderbolt. I guess Thunderbolt and Fire Blast and Haze are just interchangeable maybe. Yeah. Haze is the right call there.
Yeah, correct.
So had it been anything else, it could have been a different match. I guess Thunderbolt would have been pretty bad.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, that's game 2. There you go. We both lost in the very beginning. Now it gets to be very fun because we're both, kind of holding back our thoughts during this, but it's gonna be fun to commentate people that are neither of us. From now on.
It's harder
after the very first 2 matches. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, let's jump to game 3. And game 3 has Sam, longtime member of the Pichu Bros Posse tournaments, going against Trenton, another longtime member of the Pichu Bros Posse tournaments, as well as one of our moderators in training who will probably be a mod sooner rather than later.
Nice. So for this battle, Trenton banned Coughing and Sam banned Mienfoo. Basically 2 Pokemon that we often see in previous tournaments. So let's see how the battle plays without these 2 Pokemon. So looking at the teams, I noticed that Sam has the exact same team as Milo from my battle earlier. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice catch.
So I
was just gonna say that Sam has the most generic team I've ever seen in my life, but I'm not realizing that Milo had the exact same team.
Yeah. Is it I don't think it's that generic.
These are all incredibly common Pokemon in Little Cup.
That's
Trust
true,
me.
That's true.
Like maybe Carvana is a little bit on. Carvana is a little bit more on the not as you side, but the other 5 Pokemon are all very common.
Now it's interesting to see how Sam's team differs with Milo's team.
Probably not very different.
Surprisingly, earlier I asked Milo, and he said that Abra had Life Orb. I initially thought it was Focus Sash. Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't make sense if he has Focus Sash if he has Substitute.
Oh, that's right.
But anyways, looking at it, it's completely opposite because I see Trenton's team as the Loyal Bandito, obviously, and he has a pretty unique team. I mean, he's using Trapinch as a trapper with First Impression, I'm assuming. He's got Porygon, which we don't see too often, but I remember in our Season 1 Little Cup tournament, I don't know if you remember that, Porygon was actually incredibly popular, I remember.
Porygon was one of those Pokemon that killed so many Pokemon.
And Marini, which isn't used too often in Little Cup.
Marini and Toxapex are like legends in our server tournaments, I think.
Exactly, that's true. Porygon and Marini are both, and Slash Toxapex are both very infamous in our tournaments. So just going in, If I had to predict, my prediction goes to Sam just because his team is more well-rounded and generic. But at the same time, I could totally see Trenton upsetting with these sleeper picks. So, yeah.
I agree. I'm mostly looking forward to how Trenton, like, you know, what tricks Trenton has up his sleeve. Yeah.
Yep, Trenton always brings something spicy, so let's see if he brought something spicy or if this time he has no salt cooking. Let's go ahead and play that with no
Nice.
music on.
Thanks for reminding. Grookey versus Dwebble. Looks like
It's funny because like he writes
Trenton has
GLHF, but
the
it looks like he
upper hand.
writes STFU, but he didn't. But yeah, Trenton has a better start than him, but not really, depending on what the double set is, because he could outspeed and go for like X's or
X scissor.
something like that. Does he get the burn? Ooh, the unfortunate first turn burn. That never happened to me though. Just saying.
And Grookey was
ooh.
his win condition and Ponita.
Man.
Good thing he was able
Does he
to
have flash
minimize Ponita's potential with the knockoff.
That's true, but Zen headbutt here on Marina, does it kill? I don't know.
Correct. But what about Wild Charge?
All
Does it
definitely
kill?
kills.
High horsepower.
High horsepower.
Yeah, it kills.
Boom, eat him up. Marina is a good check though.
Correct.
Abra though, he can't do anything to Abra literally.
Should've brought
He's
it
got
this
nothing for the
early.
Abra.
He has first impression.
Oh, true. Hopefully it's not focus ashed.
Correct.
It's not.
Ooh.
So yeah, looking like
Yeah, it's
Sam's
life
team is
orb.
looking more and more like
Oh, I
It's
thought
exactly my
Trenton was
Lusty,
gonna
bro.
switch. Superpower.
he's not choice banded. That's for sure. Yeah, it's looking
Probably
really
Eevee
close.
Light. Bulk up.
Bulk
Yeah,
up.
that's a perfect time to use bulk up.
He can't let him set up, man. Don't let him set up. Good. He
Yeah.
switches out to Ponytail. Did he go for Drain Punch this turn? That would suck.
Ooh.
No.
And
Hopefully there's no
Mac
crit or
punch.
burn.
He's probably just gonna like Mac punch
No, he's
everyone.
gonna Drain Punch.
Oh,
Why would he do that?
You're right. Drain punch
Hopefully-
first, and then Mac punch.
Flame Body
everyone.
proc? Is he gonna get the Flame Body?
No.
Of course not. It didn't happen for him. Feels bad. Knockoff here. He's going for the recover. Interesting. Knockoff is good now because now he doesn't have any more items to drop.
Burn. But even with burn, it's
Burn
probably
from the
guts.
skull.
I think it's guts.
It's probably guts, yeah.
That's.
Is he just gonna Drain Punch? Yeah, just Drain Punch.
Do you think it's
Boom.
guts with that? It might be Iron
Maybe.
Fist,
No, it has to be guts, bro. It would not be doing that much damage.
but it's.
If it
to
was-
put- Why would that-
But it's not a very effective.
You're right.
Ooh, he outsped.
No, I think it's not guts.
Yeah, maybe it's Iron
It
Fist.
would have it would have killed.
Ooh, just not enough damage.
Ooh. And now with
Oh, but it doesn't matter. He wins. He's outspeeding him every time.
Nice punch. Yeah.
Ooh, so looks like Timber's putting a big strain here on Trenton. He's got to go for the
First
Boom, but-
impression. Oh, Mac punch.
Mark Punch outspeeds anyways, and then Porygon just dies to Mark Punch, right? For sure.
I think so. Yeah.
And special attack boost, which is exactly what he wants.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Wait.
it's not over yet.
Wait.
Maybe it's not over yet. Oh, let's go.
Porygon might still do something.
Plus special attack is Grassy Surge.
Mhm. The C doesn't really matter.
Ooh,
Will
he
this
might actually
Fuecoco?
come back.
Oh. Ooh, Sam.
Ooh, can
Sam
Carvana,
needs
can
to.
Carvana do it though?
Mhm. Okay.
Oh, it does. It does. Oh, I was really nervous.
Yeah,
I was like, oh
yeah.
my god, let's go.
Mhm.
That was
That
one of
was
those
so
things where it's
close.
like the last scene of a movie, and then like the main character pulls some plot armor out of his butthole and just like starts making a comeback somehow, man.
Yeah.
Wow, that was awesome, bro. Good
Mhm.
performance by both
I
of you
love
guys.
that game. Yeah. I
That
think
was a really
both
good game.
both parties played really well.
I think honestly though, I think if Grookey did not get burned so early in the game, it could have really been
Trenton
Trenton's.
could've, won.
Yeah, like that thing at the end was good. Yeah, I
But
don't
also,
know. That was well played.
But also he got some got burned too with
Scald, yeah, but it didn't matter. But
Yeah.
as much. Plus, there's a higher chance, I think. But anyway, or it's maybe the same odds. But I was also gonna say that I think one other point that Trenton kind of misplayed on was when after he used superpower on Trap and just letting him set up the first two bulk ups like that.
Yeah.
Like had he not gotten
he
Scald
should have
burned,
switched
it would have
there.
been over super hard. Just switched immediately, yeah. I don't even know why he went for superpower. I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but I remember him just staying in too long, a little bit too long. And you're like, oh, why is he not switching? Other than that, good. I think, I don't know. I'm just going to make a bold accusation here, kind of. I think that Sam looked at the replay from game 1, to be honest, and just copied Milo's team.
I think it's the other way around.
Was this battle posted first?
Trenton versus Sam was the first battle posted. So...
Never mind. Here am I making a bold accusation, and it's going to reverse card on me. But hey, I mean, I was, oops. But you know what I meant. Whoever, one of these guys definitely copied the other. Maybe they made the team together.
Or yeah, maybe they're working together. This might be like an alliance, and then they promise each other to meet in the finals and something.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man. We'll play if you guys did that. But yeah, it doesn't really matter if you guys copy each other's teams. Literally, I'm just saying.
It's fair.
Yeah, obviously it doesn't matter. Obviously, and you also don't know like what the fans are gonna be. But anyways, talking about this match specifically, both parties played really well. I think. I don't think there's many misplays from Sam's side that I saw, and that's basically it.
Maybe I think. What about sacrificing Abra? Like, could he have switched to someone else for the first impression?
No, he can't because the first impression has arena trap, so he can't switch.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, no, he didn't.
Stupid.
All right, let's go to game 2.
Okay, let's go to game 2. Game 2.
All right, let's see for game 2 if Trenton learned from his mistakes, or he's gonna be the third victim to getting 2-0'd to start the tournament. And so far, everybody that's on the left-hand side of the screen has lost.
Yeah.
Left-hand side of the screen, you got no wins, bro.
And like everyone in the left-hand side of the screen were like the OGs in the tournaments. Like,
Sam is too, though. But yeah.
Some wasn't in season 1.
Oh wow, that one suck. Oh, and if G-Wop's on the left-hand side of the screen, which we gotta make him. He's another one from season 1, so it looks like all the veterans are gonna lose to the new ones. The new kid on the block run the Pichu Bros.
I hope that either Trenton or G-Wop at least wins.
I'm rooting for both of you. I wasn't rooting for you guys initially, maybe, but now I am definitely like down.
Someone has to bring this home.
Hopefully we don't all. I mean, I wouldn't even be mad if they didn't win as long as we don't all get 2-0. Because that is just pathetic. And we didn't do good for our team, so let's see if Trenton can find us. Come on, Trenton. I'm rooting for you, brother. Start this up.
Okay. 3.
Play with no music.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. Trapinch, wrist double. Got the trap there. You're trapping me, bro. Earthquake. Okay.
He loses to another earthquake.
Yeah.
So he thinks setting up the rocks is that important. I mean, it's good versus Ponyta.
Correct.
And he's got the grassy seed too, yeah. I mean, yep. Boom. Big damage there.
Yeah, it was a good play for
big
Sam.
sword dance. Big sword. I don't think knockoff kills. He's still outsped with the crit.
Crit, yeah.
Good.
Okay.
He's got the 2 Pokemon lead. It's looking good here.
Bulk up. And then
that crit was massive, Sam says.
What?
Mach Punch? The berry juice is going to proc though, I'm guessing.
He calced and Drain Punch.
Boom.
Crit.
And he got the crit back. Let's go. Let's go. That's how you
even.
Marini though. Marini just lost temper here. He knows the moveset too.
Burn, no burn.
We know he's got no
he's gonna knock off.
He's gonna knock off here for sure, right?
He should.
He's getting outsped by Marini.
Ooh, Timber is down now.
Annoying burn there.
Not yet. But Marini out.
Ooh, man, that burn sucked there.
I'm surprised. Some knew that Marini was going for recovery. That's why he didn't go for a Mach Punch. Okay.
Good point.
Psychic Fangs. Nice.
The speed boost, the knockoff, they good. Very good revenge kill.
Now. He's gonna
Grassy
switch to
Glide
Ponyta.
to switch Ponyta.
Protect first, bro.
The knockoff, nice.
Now he knows it's knockoff, so. But
he still needs to go to Ponyta.
Yeah, that's his only play.
And he went for the Grassy Slide there, gets the burn. No burn there.
No burn.
Alright. No. Ooh.
Trenton didn't switch.
Critical hit, but the crit didn't matter, obviously.
Yeah.
Alright. This could be anybody's game right now.
So
it's perfectly
right
even.
Now. Fair blitz.
I think Sam is just waiting to bait out the Trapinch so that he can safely have Abra and then just win the rest of the game.
Correct.
But nah, I think the Ponyta there is just going to eat him up.
Is just sweeping right now.
He needs to go Trap Mission Earthquake, but then after that he has Abra in the back and he just can't. Boom.
Trenton
Burn?
needs to save
Oh, burn there.
Trapinch for both Pokemon.
Does he die
he
to
should
Stealth
switch
Rocks?
now,
No, right?
Okay.
He has to though, which sucks. And he's
He
getting that flip turn.
resists Stealth Rocks, but it also has Spike, so I don't know. Oh, the
Boom,
crit.
the flip turn.
That would not
It didn't
have
matter
been-
though. It didn't matter.
Mm.
But
It
yeah,
didn't?
still well played regardless.
Yeah,
Ooh, the first impression, but now he can't do anything else and he
Mhm.
loses
correct.
to Carvana.
Yeah. And Trinity
Yeah.
couldn't also like switch twice because of the entry hazard. He couldn't have first impression both Abra and Carvana.
Man, this guy dropped an essay as soon as the match ended. They freaking loaded an entire manuscript
Mhm.
for the next Bible. Jesus Christ. Um,
People can see the chat though, but
I mean, I'll edit the chat at that point, or you didn't edit the chat, or maybe I'll just
No.
go to that point and editing and just put it
yeah,
up there.
just show it to them. Like
Jesus
Trenton.
Christ.
Yeah, Trenton like promising to like do better next year and stuff.
Yeah, like man, great message, but god damn, you just dropped the whole freaking Bible on us, bro. This man dropped the sequel to the Bible and the prequel at the same time. Jesus Christ, bro. Like, sheesh. All right. But anyways, you played really well. You guys both played really well.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
So far, the left team is not cutting it. I'm
Yeah.
really needing G-Wop to
I
win
think-
here.
So far, this is like the battle in the Masters 8 that's had the least misplaced so far.
Maybe. I mean, at least Trenton didn't royally screw it up like we did,
Like we
basically.
did, yeah. And also in
Yeah,
this
both played
game
really well.
specifically, there were like too many crits. Like so, like things
Yeah,
could have
that's true.
gone differently had none of them
Either-
crit. Either
Yeah,
of them could have
exactly.
won this one. Great.
You guys both played really well, and congrats to Stomp for winning. And Trenton,
Mhm.
well played. We'll get them next year, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We got this.
Mhm,
All right.
mhm.
Let's move on to the final match of the Meisters 8 tournament.
Nice.
And welcome to the final battle of the Meisters 8 tournament. We have G-Wop on the left versus Jolo on the right. So we got all the OGs on the left and all the newer people on the right-hand side. G-Wop, I'm rooting for you, brother.
Yeah. But it's okay, Joel. We still love you, even if we're not rooting for you.
I mean, you're probably gonna do a great job, but you know what? We gotta root for
Yeah.
the left-hand people. I don't even really want G-Wop to win as much as I just needed to win one game.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
So who did they ban?
So G-Wop banned Diglett and Joel banned Poniard. Interesting picks, but so far both Diglett and Poniard didn't really shine in the previous battles. Let's see if they're never gonna shine in the quarterfinals. So let's see how these bans affect the battle.
So I'm
Let me see
thinking that
beforehand.
Jolo really thinks his win condition is Abra because he banned Poniard for that. And then
Oh,
looking at
right,
both
right.
teams, they're both pretty common. We got the Porygons, of
No,
course.
G-Wop banned Diglett.
I know. I'm saying Jolo banned Poniard because
Oh,
he
okay,
wanted his Abra to be saved or whatever.
Okay.
But we got the Porygons on both sides, of course, a staple. We also have mirror matches on Abra and Mienfoo, so half the teams are the same. And then
Have we
Jolo's
seen-
has Magnemite, which Magnemite just stalled. I just realized Magnemite counters really hard the Pharaoh Seed.
Mhm.
Zatu being very standard pick as well as Fungus, and then for G-Wop we have Marini, which again is just a staple classic for our server. I mean, and Growlithe, which is actually not very common. I haven't even
Mhm.
seen a Growlithe ever used in Little
Growlithe?
before, so
Growlithe is something I was surprised seeing in this team.
like I've never seen one used in Luca before, so maybe he's got a sleeper gem or it's just a throwaway pick. Let's just start it up and see.
I'm also surprised that not many Pokemon, not many players used Natu and Pharaoh Seed because they're
Mhm.
both of them are staple Pokemon too, and somehow only these two players use them. Okay, let's start the game in 3, 2, 1, and play. Pharaoh Seed lead. Where's Fungus? Joel switch to Magnemite, and we get the
And it's
Magnemite.
over.
At least it. Okay. They got the
Well, is he
Stealth
doing
Rock,
this?
knockoff, substitute. Ooh, I think I know what Joel is going for.
Yeah, but this knockoff is doing so much damage.
Oh,
What is he doing?
planning?
He's getting one of the berries.
Oh, okay.
The Salad
He's gonna
Berry.
rest,
Does
I
he one
think.
shot?
Yeah. But he needs to hope that he wakes up. How?
Well, rest is always a 2-turn sleep, bro.
Oh, now, yeah. I forgot. I'm living in Gen 1. Okay.
Oh man.
And then he's just gonna rest and rest. Oh.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's over, right?
It has to.
He doesn't have
over.
a ground type
Unless-
Pokemon either.
Unless
No, it's
Pharaoh Seed
you-
crits.
Double crits. He needs a
Yeah,
double
double
crit.
crit. Ooh.
He needs a double crit, and then after knockoff's PP is over, it's literally over.
Correct.
So yeah.
I think knockoff PP depleting will happen first before double critting.
Of course. See, personally, I hate this. This is such a lame way to win, if I'm being
I
honest.
agree, but it's still
No,
smart.
No hate to Jolo. No hate to Jolo. A win's a win. You know what they say. But to me, this is such a. No offense, man. I really mean this. No offense. But I think this is such a lowball way of winning, bro.
It's fine.
Whatever.
No wonder. Like last time, Joel asked me, "Hey, is like rest and sleep, rest and what's that? Rest and trap banned?" I said no.
And the thing is, like, Pharaoh's is like basically the only Pokemon that this could have worked in, and he brought in Magnemite, and
Somehow,
G-Wop just
yeah.
happens to be the only person in the tournament running Pharaoh Seed.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for you, G-Wop. Jeez, man.
To be fair, to be fair with Joel, I think like G-Wop could have also predicted that he was gonna switch to Magnemite.
No, yeah, I mean, but at that point, it's like you lose as it's
He
basically
could've switched to
unwinnable
Growlithe
unless
before
he's
that.
going to 5 of his Pokemon, because if he switches to Pharaoh Seed at any moment, there's nothing he can do about it.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as soon as he Pharaoh Seeds, Jolo just drops what he's doing and sends in Magnemite, and it's over. So it's like he literally has to play with 5 of his Pokemon, so can't blame him there, man.
Correct.
Again, Jolo, congrats on your win, and I do any
Wait, we're
a win
not
is a
sure
win,
yet.
as they say. Nah, let's not lie to ourselves. You know what they say, a win is a win.
It's
And
only
I love
against
to be
Pharaoh
proven.
Seed, though. Because like
What do
other
you-
Pokemon of G-Wop can still kill Magnemite.
But the whole point is he's gonna be a +6 special attack and +1 speed,
Mm.
+1 speed, bro.
That's true, but it's hard to pull off. And we
Like,
have the one,
he's using Giga Drains now, bro.
and we have the
He has to
100
rest again,
turn. We have the 100 turn clause. So if this reaches 100 turns, then we know that Jolo is responsible for it.
Wait, did we include that?
We
Dude,
have
this guy keeps
that.
getting crits on the sleep.
Mhm.
Okay, well then 100 turn calls would be a funny way to have him lose. I wonder if he's aware of it, bro. I'm actually kind of worried that he's not aware of it.
He asked me recently if it's on. I said yes, and he said okay. So I'm not sure.
Okay, then he
He
knows.
seems
Well, he knows
confident.
though. He knows. at
He's
least.
aware that that's a thing.
Substitute here. He goes for the Thunder Wave and it's over. Ooh.
Missing.
Well, I guess he has nothing else, man. No, he only has Thunder.
He
Oh, no, he
doesn't have
doesn't.
rest anymore. Oh, okay.
So he got another special attack boost, and then we just keep doing it again. Boy, oh boy, some fun interactive game play
Yeah.
here. It's really hard to commentate this because we're just waffling for words, as they say.
Why does it? Oh, okay.
Well, he's trying to Thunder Wave before it ends, not knowing the timing or whatever. But he's gonna get missed the Charge Beam. I guess that's one way that it could also happen.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
Because
Also, I just realized he can't even get paralyzed.
correct.
Oh, it doesn't even kill the freaking
Okay.
substitute.
Doesn't anymore. Sad.
Hmm.
But we're halfway now through.
He needs to
the
rest,
turn
though.
100.
Oh yeah, but at this point it's already over. He's already got it. He's already about to get his full.
3. No, 3.
You can rest through substitute, and
Yeah.
that's interesting. I thought substitute would be broken.
Don't think so. I never thought of that.
Well, I've never thought to use rest and substitute before, so granted.
Me too.
Even though I lost the same thing like when we first played a long time ago. Not with versus Jolo, but still, I lost this very thing. So I understand. I feel so bad for G-Wop here. Like, imagine
Yeah.
losing the tournament to this BS. Being the only person who brings in a Pharaoh Seed versus the only person that brought a Magnemite. This guy even went
yeah.
full,
Like-
even went for the full for legs by resting the extra 20 HP. Might as well get every juice that you can. I feel you, man. I feel you.
Like people
Well, you got
brought in
Flash
Magnemite early on, but only G-Wop's Magnemite was effective in anything.
And here
So
it is.
I
He
guess
just
it's a
smacked
sweep
everything up.
now. He doesn't have like any priority moves. Oh, and he's behind Substitute, so
Yep.
yep.
It is what it is, as I always say.
It's okay.
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
Sash.
G-Wop.
But there's nothing really he can do here. He
Oh,
probably
you
should
get a
have
fake out
brought in
now. You get a
Abra
fake out
before the
now.
other Pokemon. Right? He should have brought in Abra first before the other Pokemon. But like he couldn't have done anything. Yeah.
G-Wop took that very well. He
Yeah.
didn't say anything in chat. I would have had a few words to say
I know
myself.
you would.
But
Be
G-Wop kept it very classy, and he just took that loss, the BS loss. I'm gonna keep saying that, Joel. No offense to you, dog. You know, and I feel strongly about this kind of stuff. But again, a win is a win, though. So I'm not gonna knock it.
It was a fair
Obviously,
win.
it was with 100 turns and everything, so can't hate on that.
Congrats, Joel. But it's only the first game.
Well, it's not. The match is not over, but I'm just saying at this point, G-Wop is in such a crutch. Only having being able to be using 5 Pokemon.
He basically cannot send in Ferroseed unless Magnemite is out of the game.
Exactly. Which I don't think Jolo will be using his Magnemite either unless Ferroseed is there. There's no reason for him not to. But yeah, Jolo won, but he played his cards right, and G-Wop tried his best. You know, it is what it is, though. He got unfortunate series. I predict, obviously, it's just going to happen at some point in the next game and end it, but we'll see.
I think
it's not over yet.
It's going to be like something else is going to happen in the first few turns of the next game, but there will come a time when this exact thing will happen again.
Yeah, it's basically inevitable, and yeah, I'm just hoping that at least G-Wop picks up a knockout or two in the next one, because getting 6-0 is brutal.
Correct.
Of course, it is out of his control, but we'll see. Yeah. Let's look at game 2.
Okay.
All right. Being in a super deficit with the left-hand side suffering 7 straight losses, will G-Wop learn from his mistakes and win it out versus one of the strongest opponents in the Pichu Bros Posse server? Or will Jolo just win whenever he sends in Magnemite? Or, just win outright? Because, again, going into this, G-Wop is in a super crutch, being able not to be able to send out Ferroseed at any point in the match, or he just basically auto-loses. But yeah, good luck. I hope he gets a knockout this time.
Hopefully G-Wop gets a knockout this time, but let's find out in 3, 2, 1, and play. Oh,
Growlithe this time.
Growlithe, just in case he sends Magnemite first.
He's got the fire.
A flash fire?
He's got the fire ready, and he missed the Will-O-Wisp. Unfortunate, with no missing high jump kick. Not off to a solid start here. Oregon in for the Shadow Ball.
I like the pivot by Joel there.
For the Shadow Ball, as predicted. He's gonna go for a Psychic.
That's like a Nuzlocke strategy. Tried that did a lot of damage. Ooh, and it's G-Wop is
might be scarfed.
Down.
No, he can't be scarfed because he got outsped.
Oh,
it's
I think it's.
You got a knockout though.
Yeah, good thing. Oh no! Please.
Oh no!
Please
Switch out! Yes. Oh! Predicting. Oh, he has Fire Punch anyways, bro. What the heck? He had Fire Punch ready, and he has Protect on it, so it's not the same set as these guys.
Oh, you're right.
Oregon. Alright, at least G-Wop is playing really well. I think G-Wop is playing very well for the circumstance that he's in now. He's using the
He's using Ferroseed just to pivot and like remove it before Magnemite comes in. Joel just needs to think of when G-Wop switches.
Why is he going for that?
Why
was he going for Psychic again?
Yeah.
Maybe he's Scarfed. He must be Scarfed then. Ooh, stored power not to.
Yeah. Joel's got the the setup boosts strategies. Thunderbolt and stuff. But it's hard.
Ice Beam does not do enough in the Cosmic Power unless he gets the freeze. Ooh. That did so much damage.
It's risky for Jolo though.
It is risky for Jolo.
Oh,
ooh, that didn't do enough.
Okay.
Let's go. G-Wop's got the advantage right now. But at this point, he knows that he's Scarfed, so Magnemite is going to go in and eat that up. Well played.
Yeah.
Fungus in for the Mienfoo, but he can't sport. He got the crit on the fake out too. This is a much better match than game 1, by the way, guys. We'll play here. This is very good. You see, this is the kind of gameplay I was hoping to see. Magnemite, he's just bouncing that in. Ooh, and missing the charge beam. Yep, going for another knockout. The Fungus is just gonna wall his butt though. I guess.
He wants to bring in Fungus in order to bait.
Boom.
Fair Seed.
Abra kills him here with Psychic and it's over. Yep, it's over now. He's got the Psychic and the Fire Punch.
G-Wop, yeah. And then we have Pharaoh Seed. Fire Punch.
Imagine he switches into Magnemite and just starts setting up now. That'd be some evil stuff right there.
Okay.
GG guys. That was a really fun match. That was really fun to watch.
Match, yeah.
That was actually probably one of the better matches in the entire tournament.
I agree. Probably top 3 matches?
I mean,
top 5.
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely top 5. There's only 8 matches. There were 8 matches, and the first 4 of them included both of us, so that's not very good. That's not very good. But yeah, this is probably one of the best matches of the entire tournament. This is what I want to see from Jolo, the high action I plays. G-Wop, you played very well, learning from your mistakes in game 1.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I could have seen you winning this one and then just winning the match outright because of how well you adapted. You played freaking fantastic.
I'm proud of G-Wop for this one, with how he dealt with the Magnemite trap and stuff. And I'm also proud of Jolo because with this match, he was able to show that he's capable of winning matches without, those sleep trap gimmicks.
Exactly. We all know, everybody on the server knows that Jolo was capable of winning without that. That's why it was just a little disappointing for me game 1 to see him winning that way because I just know he could win without it. But regardless, I mean, he just brought it as a just in case I can auto win button, I guess.
Yeah.
I also think that G-Wop's... Yeah, exactly. Just in case. And then G-Wop kind of just made a very questionable choice, in my opinion, from an outside perspective, bringing in a life form of the Growlithe. I don't know what the heck the play was there.
What do you think?
Besides that,
for?
I don't know. I have no idea. Like if it was like leftovers or like more defensive stead, then maybe I can see it. Because Growlithe isn't used at all, so I really don't know what it's used for. With life form Growlithe, that's not what I would have gone for.
It's not Intimidate, right?
He did have Intimidate, yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Intimidate with a life orb, like Intimidate would be more, feels like it would be more for defensive. Or I guess you can only run like that. But whatever. Regardless, he played very well. Jolo, he played very well. Sadly, all the newer players won 2-0. Not a very exciting way to start the tournament, in my opinion. But, it's not scripted. We're not going to make everything dramatic game 3s to finish on one Pokemon on each side.
I was trying to vouch for that, but Luap didn't want.
Yeah, it's realistic. We didn't stage anything, and it's not like those in the anime how like everything is to the last Pokemon. Sometimes you get screwed, and sometimes your mistakes get the best of you. For a lot of people,
even the best players can get 6-0'd if they're with the right circumstances.
Exactly. Of course, I feel like the better players won it in each tournament, in each round, but just know that we could have had another set and anybody else could have won here. Everybody in this tournament at this point is very good players, and anybody could have won it. So, well played to the ones who did. It's going to be exciting to see the top 4 in the finals. But that was the battle part of the Meistrs 8 quarterfinals. And that's it for the quarterfinals of the Pichu Bros Meistrs 8 tournament. Biggest congrats to Milo, Ager, Sam, and Jolo for advancing to the semifinal rounds. You guys all played amazingly, 2-0ing your opponents, and congratulations to Star, myself, Trinton, and G-Wop for making it this far into the tournament. You should all be proud of yourselves. We'll be covering the semifinal and final round of the Meistrs 8 next week, December 20th, at about the same time as this one. So stay tuned for this amazing finish of this monumental event in the Pichu Bros Posse Discord server.
And right after the Meistrs 8 tournament, we'll be airing our Christmas special Hardcore Nuzlocke and Pokemon Inclement Emerald using only Ash Ketchum's Pokemon over on my channel. So mark your calendars on December 20th. It's gonna be the funnest movie marathon in the Pichu Bros Posse.
Thank you to everyone for staying with us and watching the entirety of the quarterfinals. It was a fun night watching the battle with you and interacting with all of you guys in the chat. Again, see you guys next week on December 20th, but for now, it's been your boys the Pichu Bros, and we're out.
Peace.